She plays with all the like most adult players, and then it's just
Yeah.
crazy the contrast when you see her actually play with other kids. She's like playing
Mhm.
as if she's like an adult.
Yeah, she didn't know that kids played the way they played.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just start with Fortnite then, since we're already there. We've said this before, like when it came to the Avatar season, how it plays like how we imagine Avatar game would play.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Fortnite has just done a good. They've actually just kind of cornered the market in the fact that they have just their basis of a foundation of this their shooter, fantastical open world type
Mhm.
game, battle royale. But then they've been able to kind of seamlessly incorporate everything that everybody loves. And they're even going back in like nostalgic things. Like when I first played Fortnite, like I was a little apprehensive because I'm just like, all right, I keep hearing about it. It's just a kid's game. But then I get on it and I see like the zero build mode obviously brought a lot of like people our age into it or whatever
Mhm.
like that. But then it's just so cool to be like, all right, I'm playing this shooter battle royale, but I can play it as Batman. And then there'll be some seasons where they'll incorporate their powers, but they make the mechanics so fluid that it really is you playing as like the Avatar season. Like if you bought the Aang skin and was
Mhm.
using the bending powers, you really felt like you were like the Avatar.
Yeah. Like there's
Whether
a bunch of seasons that did that. Like the what's that anime called? The one
well, Dragon
um
Ball Z when they had the Dragon Ball Z series and the Nimbus, you
yeah.
used the Nimbus cloud.
They
Was
had the
it
Dragon Ball stuff.
you
They
had the
had
Kamehameha?
yeah, the Nimbus.
Then they're bringing in anime, and everybody loves anime. Like, and the more
Yo,
I think feel like the anime scene is more of adult scene, and they had My Hero on there for a
My
stretch.
Hero. That's a good crossover on My Hero because that's kids and adults watch that.
Exactly. So it's like they're doing a great job at bringing everybody into this
And
game.
that that power you got, the All Might power, that's really how he gets down. He's really that strong.
Yeah. So they just bringing it into their world, they make it seem like you're really like using those
Mhm.
powers and those attributes. I mean, the thing that sold me forever was just the last Marvel season.
The last Marvel season was good. Oh, I wanted to plug in the Attack on Titan. That's the anime I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they had
Even using
the
the
backpack with the sword
yeah,
grapplers. Yeah.
yeah, that was cool. That's how I always imagined that. But back to your point, the Marvel season. That was cool. Like playing the battle royale. Honestly, I love doing that. It felt just like the way it should feel. And then when I did the horror mode, you knew I was big on horror mode.
Yeah, yep.
When you got to use Captain America's shield and you just see it slice through all the enemies and came back to you,
Yeah.
seeing it bounce back. Even doing it in Zero Bill was wild.
Oh
Like
yeah,
remember you
absolutely.
see two people and it was just ricochet off two people and
Yeah.
come back to you.
And they think it's just those details. Like the fact that they know cap shields, whether it hits a
Hmm.
wall or a person, like they know
Hmm.
it's going to hit multiple things and come back to you. It really feels
Yeah,
like you're throwing his shield.
yeah,
And then you
and it
like
really,
block with it and all that type stuff.
yeah.
Black Panther's
So
kinetic powers work the way you would
yeah,
think
that
Black
made me feel
Panther
like
would
Black
work.
Panther.
Um, Iron Man, his boots, the way you had to fly with the hands.
That was my favorite. The boots. I love the boots. Even though it wasn't a combat item, I just enjoyed flying with them.
Yeah. And then War Machine, it was just too much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it had all War Machine's parts.
Yeah.
It had
But
it was exactly pulled from Infinity War. Like
hmm
all the parts you use.
yeah.
Even cooler if you had his parts during Horde mode. It that felt like Infinity War. It felt like when
Oh
the
yeah. When they opened the gate, the portal
yeah.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And he flew by, dropped all the missiles and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I think they just locked it down just in the essence of doing that. Like other games allow you to get, what you would consider fantastical skins. Like Call of
Hmm.
Duty, they have modes I've seen, I think it's more of the mobile versions, where you could
Hmm.
get other characters like Norman Reedus from Walking Dead, you could play as him, but you're still just playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And it's first
I-
person, so you can't see what you're
right.
wearing. Whereas
Hmm.
Fortnite, it's kind of cool to just see
Hmm.
yourself wearing these different skins, whether you want to look quirky or whether you want to look like super assassin like, or like
Yeah.
me being able to like, I'm a huge John Wick fan. Me being able to run around the map as John Wick
Hmm.
and like just geeking out and really embody it. Like I truly feel like people are more afraid of me when they see John Wick coming at them. You remember the one time when I first saw them in the game? I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I got killed by John Wick.
Yeah, you're excited like you didn't die. You know
Nah.
what? You're actually nuts.
Hey, popular opinion.
What? I try to digest that. I don't even know what you mean by that. Is a popular opinion that you're nuts?
It's your popular opinion.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. But I feel like
So,
Fortnite, as long as they keep expanding on that, they just got
mm,
it. They got me locked in just because of that. It's like one, the game is just fun. It's fun to do.
mm,
And the fact that I can do it and I was able to
mm,
teach like Aubrey how to do it. So it's
yeah.
like we really can lock in and play together or whatever
Mm.
like that. It's just a dope experience.
And it's not even just the features, the little things like the movement gets better every season.
Yeah. And
Like
then
running
it's
across the map on Fortnite feels great.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then it's just like they got all these other modes that Fortnite still has 90% of modes that we haven't even explored
Oh yeah,
because we're just content with we jump in and we're just like, all right, let's go in and do this. Like we jumped into Lego Fortnite. I would have told you it would have been 100 million years. I would have never played Lego Fortnite. And when they
but
first dropped it, remember how I got like obsessed with it?
you were obsessed, like more than like everybody else.
Like I was grinding. And then it just brought
Yeah,
back that nostalgia of when I was a kid, Legos was really like the thing.
yeah.
So it was just like cool. And Aubrey's
And
into
they keep
Legos,
adding
so we
to
in
it.
there just adding to it, building your own stuff.
They had the Star Wars expansion. They had two expansions since, so I guess three. The Star Wars, the Lost Island, and some other expansion. It's not hitting me right now.
Yeah, it's just a smart game. And it's just
Yeah,
like when they first said Lego Fortnite was coming out, I was like, this is stupid. Like there's just gonna be a Lego version of us running around shooting each other. But
that's what I thought.
it's a completely
It's a
different
survival
world.
game.
Yeah. And
It's
the
supposed
world
to
is
be
so
more
big.
like Minecraft.
Like we remember you used to be afraid to die because you had to walk like take 10 minutes to walk back across the map. Like
Yeah, it used to be
it's
rough.
crazy. So that's a large game that they got there.
You know, that kind of reminds me of the thing I always bring up when I bring up Fortnite. Ready Player One.
It I saw the movie, I never read the books, but
Yeah.
it's getting more and more like that. Like
Because in Ready
the
Player,
ecosystem that they're building is
yeah,
gearing towards that.
I think the next step is prediction. I don't have no inside info. I think Disney is gonna help usher in. I never had the phrase for it, but I think I'm gonna call it overworld. Do you know what that means in gaming?
Yeah, isn't the overworld like the main world you drop into, but you access all the
Yeah,
other stuff from there?
yeah. I think that's what they're gonna end up doing.
Yeah, like it is end up probably being all those pretty much the whole list of stuff you can
Mhm.
go into Fortnite and access. I feel
Yeah.
like eventually you're going to drop into a world and have to, because it's like I got the Meta Quest, the Quest 2 or whatever,
Mhm.
and the main like world on there, you drop in and you go find whatever game you're going to do. Like you walk around and go through that portal or
Kind of
load it
like
up.
the MetaQuest does that. You're saying GTA does that,
Yeah, GTA did that. Yeah.
and some people just enjoy being in the overworld, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think is its own cool thing.
Which is just like GTA Online. Because GTA
Yeah, like,
Online,
that's exactly what I meant. GTA Online.
everybody was on that map and you could kill
Yeah,
each other, but it's just like, dude, I was just trying to go to the store. Like, why'd you come
yeah,
shoot me? Now I'm spending the next half an hour chasing you down to try
yeah,
to get my kill back. And you end up doing all that, and then you could do so many other things without
yeah.
even going to the spot on the map to do a team deathmatch or going to do a
Right.
heist. But all that stuff was still available.
But I think the way Fortnite would do it is like from your little crib or your hub or whatever,
Hmm.
they'll let you access wherever you want. But just for the interaction, for the social aspect, they'll let you access this overworld.
Yeah, I can see them
I
doing
think
that.
I like. If I was to guess, I would give them 3 years at the most.
Yeah, with
But
the technology gearing towards it, I can
yeah,
see it being definitely like sooner along that span.
yeah. Because I mean, think about it. The From when we started playing, we were playing graphic wise, we were playing the old Fortnite,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
2 months later, they did the Unreal Engine
Unreal
upgrade,
Engine, yep. Which made
and
the
we were like,
whole
oh shoot,
world, the water looks real now.
yeah,
Like it's a
the
completely
movement
different
got
game.
better.
It's to the
Yeah,
point I don't even remember what the old one looked like. I knew it was more cartoonier and
definitely
like
flatter.
grainier, but now it's just
Yeah.
like everything is more vibrant.
So yeah, they're I think they're heading in the right direction, and I will advise people if you like multiplayer games, like definitely try Fortnite. Like people see it as a kids game, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think at this point it's just a game.
Yeah.
And then it's just like when I follow like social media, most of the accounts that pop up of people that stream it are like our
Mhm.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's even one streamer who's up there with like probably a million like followers on TikTok is, and his whole
Mm.
thing is just like he's a granddad.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Grandpa Sniper, and like he wears like this little like fishing hat, and in the game he plays as, like this alien dude with a fishing hat on.
Oh, that's
But
funny.
yeah, but
Okay.
so I feel like this Joe is just a fun game, you know. I always invite people. I'm just like, if you're not into it, just try it with us because that's how
Yeah.
most people that haven't messed with it, like that's how they got into it.
I mean, I think it's a good time, and there's other things you could do. I mean, I think the zero build is a good place for a lot of people our age to start.
Yeah,
The zero build
absolutely.
battle royale, but there's other things, and like I didn't even mention that they had a Ninja Turtles beat 'em up game within Fortnite.
Yeah, they know how
That
to
like
do the nostalgia real well.
yeah, and it's sometimes not just bait; they're actually pretty decent games,
Mm.
especially when Epic, because some of the rooms are made by users, but when Epic does it, like the worlds always look really sharp.
Or
So I would advise anyone to just take a look at it. But you do always gotta jump on it because sometimes those modes die off. Like they'll be there, but no one jumps in them once they're old.
no, that's true.
So let's talk about. We were really supposed to be comparing it to Avengers.
Oh yeah, I mean
You
two
played the
point
Square Enix Avengers,
two
right?
point five. We don't have to. Oh, to my lingo is just real quick, but not to even belabor it.
No, actually 2.5 thing. You don't get to just say that.
It's like you know how people say, "Just give me 2 seconds."
Yeah,
Yeah, I just say 2.5.
and move on.
Yeah, like I'd be like, let me see that 2.5. Like, let me see that real quick.
You made this up for a second.
2.5 about the Avengers game. Like, I
Ah,
won't say that
got
it
it.
was trash, but it definitely what I wasn't expecting. Like, it wasn't trash the way the hype was for what was it, Anthem?
Yeah,
Oh
that
man,
game was bad.
yeah. So the Avengers game, it was like it was cool at first to like play as a different
That first mission
Avengers,
was not cool.
but first mission was yeah, the first mission was like probably like the most fun I had. Everything else after that just seemed like it was just labor.
It feel like labor.
Yeah, like I didn't want to be doing it. I didn't want to be on that ship. I didn't want to be going to everybody's room and talking to them. And then it's just like when I finally got in a map, I didn't want to be traversing that map.
That boring map.
Yeah,
Open
boring
world
map.
because it
And
was an
then
open world.
fight the same goons that are dressed in slightly different
The
clothes.
random robots and goons.
Yeah, yeah, I
Then the
don't know.
robots
And I'll
were
say,
like the mini bosses or bosses would be like bigger ones. I hate that game.
yeah. Their movement, I guess I can't really complain about each of the characters' move
The
set,
boost was fine.
but yeah, the move set was fine. It's just the game just didn't really it just didn't really feel like what I was expecting it to be. And then it just like I guess it was just so cool when a game that's not an Avengers game just introduced it for a little
Hmm.
season and threw some Avengers powers and weapons and fast pace and you just really felt like
Yeah.
you was like you had War Machine
Hmm.
skin. You would collect War Machine stuff, and it really looked like you were War Machine
Yeah.
flying around shooting rockets, like laying cover fire and stuff like
Doctor
that.
Doom.
Doctor Doom, like it was just crazy the way
Yeah.
they did that and incorporated character. Yeah, even the bosses you had to fight, you had to go fight Doom. You
Hmm.
really felt like you was trying to fight Doom. You wasn't taking them one on one. Like so, it was just cool to just be a part of that. And I feel like the Avengers games just kind of fumbled. I can't really say specifically in what way they fumbled,
I can
but.
tell you
They, all right, go ahead, tell me. Yeah, you probably yeah, you gotta fill in those blanks for me. Like what was it that it didn't like have like my heart?
too much RPG elements. Like think about it.
That's true.
That menu was probably confusing. Like doing the upgrades for the powers, you probably didn't know what meant
Yeah,
what.
it was. It felt like it was like a whole like
Yeah.
encyclopedia.
It's like just make
Like
Thor stronger than these little aim bots or wherever they are.
yeah,
These little robots you gotta fight, these little goons. Just make like how Spider-Man is. A burglar can't beat you one on one. Just do that math. Don't make us have to upgrade every little power. And it was dumb.
yeah. That I think that was what I couldn't put my finger. But yeah, it had R. It didn't market itself
It did.
as RPG-esque, but it was pretty much an open world
Yeah.
RPG.
It was a they usually call that a Western RPG, a Western action one.
Yeah, they need to leave
And
that
yeah, they
in
should
the
just
in the
have like
games.
Spider-Man where you beat people up and you
That's what I
upgrade.
think. And that's what I think if they ever make another one, they should just take the Spider-Man. Well, those are two different
It's
studios, right?
totally different.
All right. But yeah, they need to just take what Spider-Man does with
Hmm.
his world and his mechanics and just adapt it and change it for the different like
Yeah,
people, and I feel like it would be a perfect
and
game.
yeah, leave all that weird menu stuff, the walk around the ship, having to talk to every Avenger thing.
Yeah, because the only gripe people have about like the Spider-Man games is not that any of them are
Mhm.
bad. They're just saying like after the first one, the other two just seem more like DLC
Yeah,
than full-blown like
yeah,
games. But other than that, his mechanics like they just keep
yeah,
expounding on them, and they're all dope
yeah.
games.
Sharp games, fun games. It's just that they're
It's open
better.
enough too. Yeah. I feel like they could do another one, and make it really
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
it
that
was
I
so
mean that
yeah,
studio. Somebody else may do one.
yeah. Just they're going to be scared.
Is there any superhero game standalone coming up?
Wolverine
Wolverine
and
game, which I think would be
Captain
fire.
America and Black Panther, like in one game.
I heard about that. I think that'd be
It
fire
could
too.
be. It really could be. Oh, Blade.
Ah, I did see the trailer for
I
the
think
Blade
that's
game.
PS5 exclusive. No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm looking forward to all of those. I feel like they all should be
mhm.
dope. I haven't looked into it enough to look at the studios that's making them and
Yeah, I
stuff
don't
like
remember
that.
the studios myself either, and I don't really get hype over non-gameplay trailers. I get hype at the ideas, but other than that, it's like
Yeah.
whatever. This is off topic, but you know what game I want them to make? I
What?
want them to do a Superman game.
You said that
Uh,
before. A Superman game would be dope.
I know, like,
Do you remember it was super back in the
no,
day? There was a
no,
Superman game.
you're about to do it. You're about to say
It was
it.
terrible,
The 64
but
one,
you could just
the one on
huh?
64.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't really ask for much back
No,
then,
but this
but
this is this is bad for its time.
it was bad for its time. I don't even remember. I just know like you could fly
Kinda,
somewhat,
but you
right?
had to fly through these rings. Listen, listen.